Hey everyone, welcome back to In a Pinch. I'm Chris, and today we're talking about Samuel Gawith Black Coffee. So this is one of those ones that I never tried because of some comments that some people had made. Not that it was bad, but that it was the same thing as Snuff Store Cafe Noir. Now I am of the belief that both the Snuff Store and the Viking lines are rebrandings of Samuel Gawith. But I only half agree that Samuel Gawith Black Coffee and Snuff Store Cafe Noir are the same thing, and I'll get into that. So first I'm going to talk about Cafe Noir a little bit. Cafe Noir is a snuff that at first I didn't like because the scenting was really artificial to me, and it reminded me a lot of an e-liquid that I used to use when I was vaping. And I had just recently quit vaping at the time. So I was kind of turned off to it. I tried to send the tin as a gift to somebody, but I put the wrong address on it. It came back to me. I stuck it in a drawer. A few months later, I came back to it and decided I liked it a lot. This tin is the fourth tin of it that I've purchased. This tin is a few months old. It's from sometime late last year. So when I compare the two, I just want you to know that I'm coming from a place of having been a Cafe Noir enthusiast. I still am. But alright, tell you what. Let's talk about the black coffee. Alright. In the tin, the smell you get first of all, there's still some ammonia because this is really fresh, but aside from that, a really light black coffee smell and a dark tobacco base that almost overcomes the coffee altogether. Alright, which is a huge difference from the Cafe Noir, where you open it, you smell it, and it's a really strong, again, artificial but decent, almost burnt black coffee smell. The color of Samuel Gawith Black Coffee, the lids out of the way. The colors, this is, if I can do it without spilling it. This is the Samuel Gawith Black Coffee. You can see it's pretty dark. It's very wet. It's fluffy. It's very, very wet. And this stuff really pills up. The Cafe Noir, you can see this tin is almost gone because, again, I do like the Cafe Noir. It's lighter, it's drier, and it's fluffier. It has almost the same consistency as Samuel Gawith Blue Cross. You can see there is some moisture to it. So I'm not saying it's dry, but compared with the Samuel Gawith Black Coffee, I mean, this stuff is moist. So, as it were, we'll put some in the nose. As always with the heavier, moister snuffs, I do a separate pinch for each nostril, so that's what I'm going to do. Salud. And salud. This stuff is kind of messy. I don't usually venture to take this out in public because unless I have a mirror or a camera I can check on the screen, I leave blotches of black somewhere. So, in the nose, because of the weight of it, it does go right where it needs to go. You don't have to worry about stuffing it too far back. There's a mild but persistent burn. As far as the scent, it's actually kind of hard to describe. There's a dark tobacco base, but no smoke. I would almost compare it to Samuel Gawith Silky Black without the smoke. Was it Silky Black or Silky Dark? I don't think they make it anymore, but they used to. And that's what this reminds me of, is that without the smoke. And the coffee smell actually, like, to call this black coffee is a little misleading because the coffee smell is not super intense. However, if I compare it with this delicious cup of black coffee I have in front of me, it's comparable, because when you're drinking black coffee, you don't get strong blasts of coffee in your nose. You get kind of just like that occasional whiff. Yeah, see, it's the... I probably look goofy as hell, but no, it's the same thing. It's this is a dark tobacco base with occasional whiffs of what I perceive to be a relatively authentic black coffee. Whereas the Cafe Noir, coffee is the main scent. I can't really pick out the tobacco base very well at all. It's just mostly that burnt coffee, which I do enjoy. I'm just saying, for sake of comparison, I do not believe they're the same snuff. I do believe the same scenting is used, but I believe it's used over different tobacco bases and in different proportions. I believe that the same scenting used in Cafe Noir is used, but less of it in the Samuel Gawith black coffee, over much more suitable dark tobacco base. I really like this stuff. It's hard to gauge the nicotine, so I'm not going to. But it's really good stuff. I noticed recently on Snuff House there's a pretty hard to miss increase in the number of people using Samuel Gawith black coffee, which is the reason why I finally ordered some. Is it possible that Samuel Gawith revised their recipe for their black coffee line? Entirely possible. The black coffee has been around for a while, and people were saying for a long time that it's exactly the same thing as Cafe Noir. So it's possible that it once was. Comparing black coffee now, because I didn't try it before, to Cafe Noir now, and going back to the beginning of the snuff store lines, it's different, and I like it better. Like I said, you get a good dose of that leathery, mostly leathery, and there might even be a little bit of smokiness to the tobacco base, but I also can't tell if it's that or if it's the coffee scenting added to it. That's how subtle it is. Everything just works together really well, and that kind of makes it a gem in that the scenting was properly matched to the tobacco base. This is gonna go on my list of favorites. Good stuff. I could use it all day, never get burnt out on it. That's all I got. You guys got comments, questions? Want to keep the Cafe Noir v Black Coffee debate going live? Feel free to do it. But that's all I got for now. God bless you guys, and salute.